Hey, who's telling the truth about hair loss? Insights from three trichology experts. This is what we have here for today in the Hair Wire. My God, today we have an amazing topic, guys. Who's telling the truth about hair loss? Oh my God. Is this a good one or what? Who's telling you the truth? And you have to find out, guys, because, if you are not in the trichology business, if you're not an expert, it's very hard to actually discern who's actually telling you the truth or who isn't. Because my God, you're listening to 20, 30, 100 different voices all at the same time, pulling in different directions, telling you what to do about your hair loss. And you still have no clue what actually works and what doesn't. But the thing is that you want to get it fixed, and you want to get it fixed now, not tomorrow, not the next year, today, like instantly. I want to get it fixed. How do I get it fixed? Well, that's what we are here. This is why we're here at the Hair Wire. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing? Carrie, Biz, how you guys are doing?
I'm doing good. I'm stuffed up, so you have to excuse me. We have fires happening, and I'm the fires are making me all stuffed up.
What's going on over there? What's going on over there in Alberta?
We're under fire. Yeah, wow. Jasper was evacuated the other day, and yeah, it's pretty scary right now, but this is the season that happened last year too. So yeah.
Wow.
But it's air clouds. You would think it's nighttime. It's so dark with all the smoke. So that's why I sound like this. I've taken my Allegra and my puffer handy, but yeah.
How about you, Biz? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm recovering from big illnesses, so I have a little bit of cough lingering. So excuse me today if I was coughing while I'm talking, but all good.
Hey, it's all good, guys. As long as we're here, and that's the most important part. We're still alive.
Sergio, how are you doing? The three of us haven't connected in a long time. You guys were in Italy and away.
It's been a crazy journey. A lot of things going on, but I have to say I'm thankful that even though many crazy things have been happening lately, we're still here. We're still here. Many crazy things, and one among the craziest things is that very recently I've been talking with other colleagues, and there's an issue about what people are seeing online, with the type of information that have been fed up with, and what's really happening. And unfortunately, there's a situation where people are being pulled apart in different directions in terms of what they should be doing with their hair loss. And they are in a position where they're doing nothing. Recently, I had a girl, and basically she was properly diagnosed about 2 years ago, right? By a fellow trichologist. And she has been doing fairly nothing on her case, and she's struggling with her hair loss. But now that she's finally come to me, she decided to start doing the treatment, which is a great thing. And I have like 100 patients in that same situation right now. And the thing is, if you already have been diagnosed, if you have already been looking for a professional help, and you're not doing the work, you will never see the results. I mean, you want to see the results, start doing the work. Simple as that. And if it doesn't work, then what do? You move on. You go to the next expert, see someone, but at least you have to try. You need to start doing the work. If you don't start doing the treatments, how can you know if it's going to work on you or not? Oh, because I read online that I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. Are you an expert? Is the person who you're watching an expert? The other day, Bisan and I, we were talking in this group that we collaborate, and someone mentioned something about a friend of ours, about whether what he was saying was actually truth or not. And I explained the person, whenever you hear someone like me, Bisan, or anyone in the industry, we are offering free advice. This is general advice.
General
This is not
advice.
specific for your case. This
General.
is general advice. And what general advice means, it means that we are tackling a situation from the outside without having specifics, what should be done in particular areas, but
Right.
nothing specific. And people are taking this type of information as absolute. What do you guys think about that? Carrie, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head. I also find too in this day and age, I don't know why, but we like to overcomplicate things when sometimes it's just the simplest solution as well. And we want to hear all the answers and hear that it's this and that, and we put everything in the pot and think it's going to work, but you're actually being counterintuitive. And I find that we overcomplicate things, and sometimes, keep it simple is the answer. I am same thing. I'm dealing with a similar case too, where she's going everywhere. She's in the last few weeks seen a couple, 2 to 3 different dermatologists, a few naturopaths, myself, and getting all different answers, mixed reviews and stuff. But the thing is who is the expert who has dedicated their studies to the particular topic? And also too, everybody's going to have their opinion. It's not a one size fits all world. Some people are more natural and holistic, some are more medicine driven, and there's a fine balance between the two. There's a place for medicine, there's a place for holistic, natural, but at the same time is you have to try one thing first and not throw everything in the pot, because if you throw everything in the pot, it's not going to work. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And so with that being said, you also have to give the time for something to work.
Yes.
It's not going to work overnight. There's no magic pill. If there was a magic pill, we would not be practicing trichology. We'd be doing something else.
Sure. Very true.
So, you have to give it a chance. All my clients that come and have been dedicated to me to getting their hair growth happening have been with me for at least 9 months to a year and see results. But if you're going in for 3 weeks and a month, you're not seeing results, it's because you're not giving it time. Your hair grows on average of 1/4 of an inch a month. On average, every person is different. And so if you're not giving it that time to grow and show, you're not doing anything. But also too, big thing, which Bisan and Sergio and I always push, if you're starting and stimulating hair growth and you also are addressing the immune system, and there's something with your immune system not being in check, you're also working against yourself as well.
Yeah.
Sam, Richard, you take over now.
Your turn, Biz.
Yeah, so basically in this particular topic, there's many factors that's contributing why people are at loss, and why people try to find answers here and there. First of all, the main important thing is actually the hair loss is very emotional, as we all know. So, and the hair loss industry, the product industry in particular, not trichology, I'm talking about shampoos and conditioners and serums and hair growth factors, wherever it is. It's I don't know the number exactly, but in the billion. I think the last number was like $3 billion industry a year.
Wow.
So basically this, I'm going to say, mafia of products, mafia of marketing.
Yes, yes.
They prey on the psychological effects of the hair loss have on people. Because when we lose our hair, when I lost my hair, I am a trichologist. I actually teach that to people. I see clients. When I see too much hair, an average is more than my average on the sink in a day on a daily basis, as I freak out. It is not easy, guys. It is very emotionally devastating to understand what's going on, why I'm losing that much hair. And plus with the social media and everything, what we do, all of us, what we do, We go to Instagram, we see the first lady showing her hair, right? Maybe it's Photoshop,
Yeah.
maybe it's a filter. Who knows? Who know? We don't. Do we know it's real? We don't know. I'm not talking about everybody, but most of the people anyway. Then will tell you this because of this product. I wish. Then then no products will be sold after this product, right? So that's the first factor. The second factor is people assume that that hair loss is a skin problem. So first response to that, I have hair loss, I'm going to my dermatologist. Dermatologists are fantastic people to treat skin disorders. A scalp is an extension of the skin, but however, dermatologists are not trained in hair loss as a hair loss, um,
As a
like
specialist. Yeah.
exactly.
And we do have peers in our circle who are dermatologists who have taken the
Correct.
same trichology training as we have.
Exactly. There are dermatologists who are trichologists too. That's what you want to go to if you want to really go to the medical route. Okay? Because there's medical route and there's holistic route. The third factor is people don't know till now, unfortunately, what trichology is. Till now in my community, when I say I'm a trichologist, like what? So till now, we need to let people know that we exist. So let's talk about the trichology part of it. Since we study hair and scalp disorders, and most of us has specialties and niches to study what's within the body, because as we know, as we established by now with the hair wire listeners, hair loss is not external only. Hair loss is actually more internal than external. We need
Yes.
to attack the root cause of hair loss from inside, making a treatment plan that complement the inside treatment plan, complement each other. Because as Carrie said, if I am detoxing your body and stimulating your hair loss, you know what I'm doing? I'm like making your body fight each other. So we're not detoxing properly, and actually we're not going to be stimulating properly. Hair loss treatment should be over phases, and we all have our niches in that. One person is specialist in gut issues, one person is specialist in autoimmunity, one person is specialist in this and that. So when you do have a hair loss problem, this is why the hair wire was created, is because
Yes.
we this is the general advice what Sergio talking about. We say generally, if you have an androgenetic alopecia, it's a genetic disease or a dysfunction, and we need to look at this and this and this. Now that's a very uh, general advice. Now you know, oh, Sergio understands androgenetic alopecia. Let me talk to Sergio. See? When we say maybe intelligent improvement triggered from a gut problem, then I will talk about the gut problem. Oh, maybe let me talk to Bisam because she will fix my gut problem. Same goes with autoimmunity diseases with Kerry. You see where I'm going with that? It's like a trichologist that understands the hair loss and scalp disorders plus the niches. And that's why exactly the hair wire was created. Because in our hair wire website, you will see trichologist names with their niches. So when you know or you suspect something is going on, you actually ask the direct or the specialist in your problem. While when you don't know, you come on the YouTube channel and ask questions so we can give you a general advice. Because we here, it's not about shampoo or like Sergio, like people ask Sergio all the time in this big group, what shampoo should I use? Yesterday, a really nice guy asked me, I have hair loss. What should I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
I
get more
wish I know the
context?
answer for that. I know it's one answer. I know. I mean, I wish it's one sentence answer, right? But it's not that way. That's why the education about hair loss problems is important, generally speaking. And then you find your own trichologist and stick with it. And also, one last thing to do is, as Carrie said, any treatment, like if any treatment takes time, if it took 8 months to destroy your digestive system, it's going to take 16 months to rebuild it.
Yeah.
It's always double the time. So think about that too. If you are having hair loss for the past 2 years, do you think tomorrow I'm going to fix your hair? It's going to
It's
take
not
double.
gonna happen.
Exactly. So that is the general advice we're trying to tell people so they understand and stop wasting their money and their time. How many thousands of dollars this lady you mentioned, Carrie, that she
I
spent?
don't want to know, but it's a lot. It's a
So
lot.
yeah, it's just
And I
it's
want
just
to
not money. It's just emotional stress that is adding actually to the problem.
100% totally adding to it. And we say that all the time. Now, one thing I do want to reiterate too, and especially where I am, there's it drives me nuts the amount of times that I have clients or people who come in for me for hair loss or coaching, and they're like, "Yeah, I was told I have alopecia." Yeah, well, there's more than one type of alopecia. There's a list of different types of alopecia. What kind of alopecia do you have? Well, he told me I have anagenetic and I need to use Rogaine. Okay, first off, you can't. No, we have to do a formal assessment, find out what type of alopecia you have of the list of types of alopecia, and then figure out a solution for you. It's not a one size fits all world. And yes, there are miracles where things will work for one person and not the other, but we need to find what's going to work for you for long term results. And a lot of times I see these quick fixes too that sometimes they do work, but as soon as they stop it or months, a year or two into the program, their hair starts falling out because they're doing something not for them or for the type of hair loss that they have. So, you got to find out too what type of a hair loss you have, where it's stemming from, and check your immune system. Yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to add into the process, if you go to a professional and look for help, right? Why you're not following through with the recommendations? Because you're certainly able to follow recommendations from a YouTuber, from a TikToker, and you have no issues doing that. And yet you go to a professional and they give you a list of things to do, and they be like, oh, they're just pushing products. And the person talking to you in TikTok isn't? Come on, give me a holy break. I mean, you're seeing ads. They are pushing products. When you go to a professional, they're giving you a recommendation based on an analysis, based on a consultation process. At least, even if it is a bad one, at least is a well thought process. At least. With someone on the outside, you have nothing. Someone who's trying to sell a product, that's it, and tell you that your problem is going to be resolved. The solution to your problems is in this particular product, this particular process. That's it. Come on, guys.
Sergio's on fire.
You know what? I have to tell you,
I mean, you're gonna have two fingers in front of you, see, it's an ad. It's an ad. Of course, they're promoting something. It looks nice. It looks fine. Maybe I want to try it. Okay, you want to try it? Fine, try it. But be mindful that whenever you try something, you have to give it time. Whenever you try something, and particularly when it comes about hair loss, as Bisan was mentioned in the beginning, you need to find out what are the triggers, what are the root causes of your hair loss. And once you have that, then you can start tracing a plan, because you cannot just bombard your body with all the different things that it works, because it's going to help you get instant results. That's not going to happen. Because, for instance, if you have an autoimmune disorder, right, and you're experiencing hair shedding, you need to tackle that autoimmune disorder first, because it's not going to get better, the shedding, until you resolve that autoimmune disorder. So there are steps. Sometimes you can combine treatments. And if I'm doing a detox in the gut, I can do a detox in the scalp. Those things I can combine together, and they will go well, and they will cause issues. But if I'm trying to do a detox with the scalp stimulating process, it's not going to go well. Why? because you're trying to give the body the signal to start promoting hair growth, to start multiplying cells, when you're telling those cells that you're pushing out toxins. They're processes that are not complementary one to another, and you have to know when to move from one stage to the next. And most people don't even realize that. Most people think that they're going to be using one product for the rest of their lives, and that's it, or to use it for a couple of months until it resolves by itself by miracle, and that's it. Some people get lucky with it. Because this is what really happens. Some people really get lucky when they buy something out of the internet, and it works for them. I'm like, wow, you're the luckiest person in the world, right now, because you know how many people trying to do that and they don't get results? Thousands upon thousands of people who do not get results.
Sergio,
Yeah,
this is
please.
not luck. This is
Sorry.
not luck. I know you're on fire today. I love it. That's why we love you. The energy is so contagious.
Yeah. I get carried away sometimes.
That's why we love you.
Yeah. Sorry. This is not luck. You know what happens? They buy some kind of serum and it's placebo effect. Oh,
Yes.
because they actually believe from the inside that this like $200 serum is gonna fix their hair. And maybe most likely they had a telogen effluvium episode because of a stressful event. Okay. And all we know that usually telogen effluvium will be reversed after the event is over. So the body will recover. This is one factor. The second factor, they really believe like that this product is going to work. And these two factors together will actually stop their hair loss. But this is like 1%. It happens how many times? 1%. If you're lucky enough to have these two factors combined in one, and it's the perfect timing to it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened with these lucky people.
Yeah. I also find too, I have clients that come in and be like, well, my so-and-so recommended me PRP, but you're just recommending I just go to the grocery store and change my diet. But how come, I should be spending money, thousands of dollars to fix the hair? I'm like, sometimes it's the simplest solution to change things. And this one particular client was like, well, they're giving me this treatment, this treatment, this treatment. I'm like, well, your bill's already like $5,000. Like, it's really a simple solution is right here. She goes, well, why aren't you charging me? Why aren't you? I'm like, well, if you want to give me the money, I'll take it. I'll just put a bill on it. Here you go, $1,000. There you go. Like, stop complicating things too. Sometimes it's just the simplest thing by just changing your diet, and especially when it comes to an autoimmune disorder, which I specialize in autoimmune disorders and epigenetics. And for myself, like mine was finding out I had celiac, and that was causing my hair loss. I just had to eliminate gluten. I didn't have to add PRP and light therapy and this and that and this and that, which, not gonna lie, it's gonna benefit, but it's not. Honestly, the big thing is trying to figure out the root of the cause of the hair loss. And sometimes it's something so simple. Stop overcomplicating things.
I know. And I want to add one thing here, Kay, to exactly what you just said. Unfortunately, the media and the social media and the marketing basically twisted people's head in a way that if I don't pay you $10,000, I'm not going to heal.
Yeah.
Right. And then when we simply things for them, honey, did you eat protein today? No. How many how many cups of water you drink? Oh, soda. So you know what I mean? It's not going to cost you any money. If actually it's going to cost you, because a steak is more expensive than a fast food. But this is how much it's going to cost you only. But unfortunately, we have been brainwashed with the fast food, the how do you say it? I don't know how to name it, but it's like a money oriented thing. I don't know how to name it. I'll come up with a name.
Perceived I don't know. It could be perceived too, because that's one thing with perceived value. I have friends that will only buy the Heinz ketchup, not the no name. And it's funny, my cousin works at the ketchup factory. And she's like, it's the exact same ketchup. They just put a different label on it. but people want to pay because the value or money of it. But I'm like, it's, you know, that's the world we're in. I'm like, but it's the same ketchup. She goes, yeah, I know, but people like to have Heinz, or, you know, that's the way it is.
Marketing, marketing, marketing. And I didn't, when I say marketing, I don't want to insult the marketing professionals, because we all need marketing. My
Yeah.
best friend is a marketing pioneer, Carrie. I don't, we, without her, we can't, you guys can't even see us, right?
True.
Yes, I do have a marketing degree, you guys. So she's not insulting anybody. I am a marketing professional. I
Exactly.
went
It's
to
not, she knows what I'm
post-secondary
talking
treasury
about.
school for it. Yes, I am a marketing. Have
Right,
on my
but she
wall.
knows exactly what we're talking about. She actually told us this before, that they teach them in marketing school about ethics. But every profession, there's ethical people and non-ethical people.
Yeah, I remember in school, one of my professors, it was one of my favorite professors, Teresa. She actually had us sit up and do like I vow to have moral ethics and values, and we have a code of ethic. You're not allowed to prey on children. You're not allowed to manipulate. Like there's it's a code of ethic. So a lot of people who go into marketing and do marketing who don't have the code of ethic don't follow a moral compass sometimes too, and prey on other people. So yes, it's a big thing, but a whole nother topic another day. I just also want to say, somebody posted, Nana here, are you ever going to have a cure for it? It's a common question. Yes, we get this question all the time. Sergio, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, I just wrote to her and I said, I don't think there will ever be a unique, universal cure. And the thing is, each case is unique. You're not going to have a cure for hair loss. There are going to be treatment options. There are going to be plenty of more treatment options than what we have today. I would say, I've been in this industry over 26 years now, and I have seen over the last particularly 15 years, it has grown by leaps and bounds. I mean, the amounts of treatments that we have available today are amazing. And just a few minutes ago, I was talking with a colleague, and for instance, nowadays we are able to provide with a list of treatment options, and I have, like, this is my grade, my top grade treatments. This are in this category, but if my client budget does not allow them to be able to acquire this type of treatment, then I'm able to provide some sort of
Yeah.
treatment that is more comfortable budget wise, but at least has something that resembles or looks like some of the top tier treatments. It's not going to get you that boom effect, if we may, or that particular how we say, the grandiose effect that we like to see. But at least it is something that is going to tackle the basic necessities on your scalp, on your hair, and will drive you to the right direction. It might not take, it may take longer, yes, but it's on your budget and it's able to provide for you. Now, every time we do that for customers, we get crucified.
Yeah.
We get crucified. Oh, Sergio gave me a treatment that is a $20 treatment and it's not working for me. And yet, when you came to my clinic, I offer you the $2,000 treatment. You didn't want it because you weren't able to pay it. And then you went to a guy in Turkey and paid $4,000 for a hair transplant. Give me a holy break.
Oh, that's the word.
Sorry. I need to get that one out of the system.
Oh, that is the worst.
No. Or it said, yes, I know what you're talking about. Some people will only use or buy products if it's in a higher price bracket, thinking the value must be better than other products, and it's not necessarily it. Yeah, that's going back to what we were talking about too. Yeah, it's, I've had $300 bottle of wines and I had $20 bottle of wines, and often the $20 bottle of wine is spectacular compared to the $300 bottle of wine. It's all about knowing your product, what you're using, and yes, there are ones that are going to have, the winner chicken dinner that have won that perceived value, who deserve that perceived value, and it's the expert recommending that perceived value and saying, yes, this is worth $2,000. But there are also treatments that are going to be in a lower budget and going to be affordable that do work, and we wouldn't recommend it if it didn't work. But I also have my favorite quote too. I've always followed this quote: slow and steady wins the race. Just like when you go on a diet, if you go on a crash diet and lose that 20 pounds in that month, guess what's coming back in 2-3 months with a vengeance and more weight.
Hmm.
Those
The
that
thing
take
is,
their time and put in and take the time to lose the weight, keep it off forever.
yes.
So when you do a slow and steady race, and especially when it comes to curing your hair loss, it's putting in the time and doing it slow, steady, and correctly.
Correct.
That's a problem for a lot of people because, again, emotions are caught up in the moment, and people want to
Yeah.
get fast, instant results. And there's no way you're going to get instant results. I know that your emotions are playing a number on your head, but you need to realize, and the problem is that you have a good professional in front of you giving you the right information, making sure to do good for you, to do it right by you, and yet you just toss away that piece of advice because you are more attracted to the trendy advertisement BS. I'm sorry, I'm about to say a couple of things I shouldn't,
Sergio is
but
very angry today, guys. Sergio is very angry
Passion.
today.
no, it gets
Passion.
to my nerves because, I mean, you pour your heart and soul for someone, and you want to make sure that people get their best results, and you want to make sure that people are very well taken care of, and they don't appreciate the value of the person that they have in front of them. That, my friends, that's BS. I'm sorry,
I,
that's BS.
I wanna take this note. I'm gonna build on it, Sergio.
Go ahead, please.
I used to say when I used to be involved more in the scientific part of the trichology, I used to say trichology is the mother of all biology because you need to understand all biology, like all the body systems, to be able to fix hair loss, right? Now, after I'm practicing a little bit more and more. I am saying now we are the healer of the world.
Wow.
Ask me why.
Wow.
Why?
Please tell me why.
That's a bold statement. So why?
It
That is
is.
a
It is
very
very,
big
very
statement,
bold statement.
but I believe in it, and I'm gonna explain. But I'm gonna explain why. Whenever you have hair loss, there means you are having body dysfunction problem. You have stress. You're not eating well. You're not sleeping well. All the lifestyle factors that we call epigenetics, right? Right. So listen to me. Stay with me. So what I'm saying is when we have enough of us passionate enough to heal and reverse hair loss holistically without adding medication, because medication still have side effects, you know, like the medical part of hair loss, the dermatological part is really having a lot of side effects. We'll talk about that later. What I'm saying is when a client of mine comes to Sergio and she has a body dysmorphia, Sergio will work on her psyche. He's not gonna he's not gonna give her any kind of like pills or supplement. No, he's gonna work on her psyche, right? He's gonna heal her psyche because through her hair loss, because her loss is very, very important to her. So using his knowledge in her loss is gonna revive her psyche. When a person with autoimmune disease that is a deadly disease goes to Carrie and she fixed the epigenetic factors of that disease, she's coming to Carrie just to fix her hair loss, but she is so emotionally attached to her loss. That's why she took the time to understand what a trichologist is and go there and fix her hair loss. But Carrie is not fixing her hair loss only. Carrie is fixing all the epigenetic factors around her body that the result will be hair growth, right? Same for me, like same for everybody, all trichologists in our community. So going to my point, if there is a lot of us that believe that I am going to fix you from inside out so that you will have a hair loss and you have hair growth, see what we're doing? And the most important thing for people, really, statistically speaking, men and women, what is their appearance, right? We talked about that. How a successful person will be more successful if they love how they look, confidence and all this stuff. So if there's more of us doing all this job, healing their hair loss, which is healing everything else, we're people healers.
Oh my God.
I love that. I got goosebumps.
Woo! Got the chills, baby.
I had a 1 hour conversation with a lady with a very big trauma. We never mentioned hair once. Never. I was just trying to unpack her trauma. I am not a psychologist, psychiatric, or a trauma healer, not by any means. I am just listening genuinely to her as a sister will listen to her sister. And life experiences will help.
Yes.
Just by listening to her for 1 hour, she woke up the next morning. She's like, oh, that is weird. I am shedding less today. That's all psychological. It's
Yeah, it does. I had a similar case. A client with trichology. I can't speak today. Trichotillomania, where she had constant pain. It wouldn't go away. And I just sat with her and I just talked to her and I listened. And I'm not a psychologist either. And I just listened. And she just wanted to be heard. And she's texted me. She's like, my head doesn't hurt anymore. It stopped. But she's like, but it does hurt when I'm with my family and I'm with the people that her triggers. But I made her very hyper aware of her triggers and now she's doing the work. And she goes, it's actually, she's been in so much pain for years from it. And after she figured out and was able to solve and resolve, it's made huge dramatic improvements for her. She goes, my life changed. And yeah, I never really considered that a lot of that was me, but yes, that's,
think about it.
Yeah.
You really got us into that mood, Biz. After I was firing, now you got me. Oh, you got me back to
zen, because look how passionate you are. Look how passionate you are. It's taking out of your nervous system too. It is like genuinely affecting you as a person, right? You're not treating anybody right now. You're a person talking on YouTube. It's affecting your heart. So see how genuinely we try to do things for people. And then they go to a dermatologist and get a Kenalog injection. Sorry.
This is why, guys, you hear to the hair wire. This is why you're watching the hair wire. We want you to right now, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course, share this content. Share this content with your customers, with your clients, with your friends, with your family. Everyone needs to hear the hair wire, and we want you to join us. To our professionals who are watching right now, visit thehairwire.com. Thehairwire.com. Visit our social network area, guys. It's free. Build your profile. It's free. Right now, get it for free. The things that we're building right now here at the Hair Wire are amazing. And, we're building a community. Something's coming. I cannot say what it is, but you need to be part of the Hair Wire, because what we're driving in right now, what we're pushing in right now, what we're trying to build is a revolution in the trichology industry, and you need to be part of it. So go get connected to the Hair Wire. Visit thehairwire.com. Build your profile, and we're going to be talking some more over there. All right, guys? Anything you guys want to add before we go? Because we're out of time. We need to go.
I want to add this comment in here. Nailed it on the head. I was taught that through both my schools for trichology in the U.S. and why can't I talk to in Spain, you can see a lot of what's going on in the body through the hair loss. And that's why it's so important for coaching. Yes.
Definitely. More
You are a
information,
healer,
more
my
coaching.
friend.
Yes, definitely. Well, guys, we have to wrap things up today. Thank you for tuning in today. God bless you all. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.